Well, hello there, and this is Auntie, and I'm here to do my rant of 90 Day Fiance, Season 10, Episode 4. Let's get into it.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie. Everybody needs
with a whoop whoop and a boop boop
auntie
boop.
that
You can make this up. Now you know that these are some crazy motherfuckers.
everybody needs a sweet old auntie.
So why even bother?
Aunties and lies, sweet old auntie. Aunties and ways. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Well, welcome back, everybody, and this is Auntie. If this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you all so much for hitting that subscribe button and joining this family. To all of my nieces, nephews, and my members who have been here with me for the long haul, thank you all so much for your continued support. If I had to rate this episode of 90 Day Fiance Season 10, Episode 4 of These Two Lovers, I probably would rate this episode a C minus. Let me know down in the live chat and in the replay what you would rate this episode of 90 Day Fiance. So it appears this week we saw a new couple. The name of that couple, hold on, let me pull them up, y'all, because I'm telling you, they throwing people in here, ain't they? They throwing people in here. Is Nic and Devine. So let me show you all a picture of them. Let's see. Come on. Focus, focus, hocus pocus. Come on. All right, they ain't focusing. Ain't got time. So anyway, Nic and Devine were met each other on a dating app. And he is okay, so let me make sure. He is from Australia and Devin is from Arkansas. But I believe that he's originally from God dang it don't say. I want to say, y'all, where he from? Korea. He's originally from Korea. He moved to Australia. And, he believes that he has a Korean Australian accent. I didn't get it. I ain't pick it up, but okay. And she is from Siri, Arkansas. Now, he said that there is no Korean community there or anything. And I looked it up myself, and honey, it was 1.5%. He says that he believes that it's a very racist town. And, he a little leery about moving there, child. He a little leery about moving up in that camp. But he and Devin stayed together in Australia. They had, a good relationship. He calls her Piggy. And, he says that before he can marry her, she has to fly to Korea and meet his family because in their culture, they have to get permission from their parents in order to marry one another. And so they seem a little boring. I hate to say that so early on, but I wasn't interested in their storyline like at all. And it's unfortunate. But I hate when 90 Day Fiance throws people in here. The next couple that I want to talk about is Gino and Jasmine. As we all know, they are, she is in America and she came out today, honey, and said that the reason why she was wearing weaves that she alleges cost over $1,000 was because she got alopecia. Now, this is the first time we ever heard that Jasmine had alopecia. Where did she pick that up from? Jada Pinkett Smith? Only thing she did was have thin hair. Alopecia, she wouldn't even have eyebrows. She wouldn't even have this kind of hair on her. She need to stop this. When she said that she had alopecia, I said, oh, okay, then I'm white. My skin is just really, really tanned. I go to a tanning salon every week. Jasmine ain't Big Mo got no damn alopecia. I said, where did she pull this out? Out the crack of her. She says that she doesn't see herself as beautiful. She wanted to be beautiful because, see, Gino is mad because she has spent the money that he sent to her on a butt implant. She said she paid $10,000 for it. But now she's got this fake ass storyline indicating that the old boyfriend gave her $2,000 of the money that she needed, right? Because Gino, I'm assuming, gave her $8,000 for a wedding dress. Where, when, why, what? Since we have met Jasmine, she has had everything done. Her eyebrows, her skin lifted back. Jasmine's had her lips plumped up, and she's continuing to get them plumped up. Jasmine's had her breasts done. She looked like she's had ribs taken out. Now she has a butt implant, and Gino don't know nothing about it. You mean to tell me he is not authorizing this? Come on, stop playing with us. This girl has had surgeries, and Gino knows that he is paying for them, but they want us to believe that he's irritated. She is saying, I need a sponsor. And if I had known, Gino, that you had quit your job, I would not have spent the money. But she's been spending this man's money. He enjoys her spending his money. This relationship that Gino and Jasmine have with each other, in my opinion, is a legitimate relationship. And they just spin us around. Jasmine has had intentions from day A to come to America to live a better life. A better life with Gino, and she's going to bring her boys over if the father approve of it. It just is what it is. We know that Jasmine has two sons. When Jasmine filmed, we only saw Jasmine film with one son. So that must mean that the father got a lock and key up on that son, other child, and probably said, you ain't doing none of this. Okay. We ain't got it to do. Anyway, the two of them are supposed to be arguing about this, and she is saying that, she's going to be honest with him about things, but he wasn't honest with her about the fact that he had quit his job. And so they even Steven with one another. I don't know why they ramming this couple down our throat. This storyline is tied dead and through, and I don't understand it at all. The next couple that I want to talk about is Rob and Sophie. Rob is so rude. This is one miserable dude. He got the audacity, honey, to say he was a player. From where? The Himalayas? His attitude is absolutely horrible. And the way that he talks to this girl is just borderline abusive. I don't care what. He talks to this girl like she is nothing. Now, I know that her wig is jacked up. And I know that her butt looks plumped up. But it is no reason for him to bring her over here in the poverty-stricken apartment that they live in, where he's basically living in somebody's garage and the bathroom is outside. And he has the nerve to treat her this way. And I don't understand. I know that, said that, she came from a wealthy family and everything. And that she said that she came from a wealthy family, and that, she was determined to do it on her own and all of that. But I really think her story goes deeper. This week we saw her meet up with his sister, and she had already met the sister before. And so, they had a nice warm hug and all of that. She was very happy to see him. She seems very normal, but her brother isn't. Something's wrong with him. They need to, seek a psychiatrist, a therapist, or somebody to talk to him. Honey, I don't know if he need I don't know what he need, but there is something absolutely wrong with him. It seems like he is angry with the world, and very unhappy about the condition of his life. And so what he appears to be doing, in my opinion, is just bringing her down to his level of despair, and just, he's just a piece of. So he takes her out, the two of them, having a conversation with the sister and everything. And then, the sister talks about children. Well, according to Sophie, the two of them never discussed it, and so he gets mad because she said that she doesn't want to have a baby. And so then he goes off, into, a private interview with the producers and says that he, doesn't know if he can be in this relationship with her, that he wants a baby. He said even Beyonce and Jay-Z had one. And I'm like, you are nowhere near on a level of Beyonce and Jay-Z. That was just a sin. The 11th sin, honey, for him to even compare himself to Beyonce and Jay-Z. Boy, sit down. He is delusional as I don't know what. When I watched him driving his car and I saw how dirty and old his steering wheel was, I was like, this boy, he's really living in poverty. And it's unfortunate because something has happened to him and he has a whole lot of unresolved issues. His sister seemed really normal to me, but so anyway, after, he stormed away from the table and everything, she began, Sophie continued her conversation with the sister, and she told her that she had a cyst and that they had to do surgery. And, she doesn't know whether or not, she's going to even be able to have a baby. So she put that out of her mind. And I'm thinking, just because you had a cyst and all of that, you had surgery, you shouldn't put that out of your mind or out of your heart, or make, or think that is something that you can't have, right? Because you didn't have a hysterectomy. So, poor thing probably doesn't have anybody to talk to. Maybe she didn't do any follow-up appointments or anything like that to see what her options was, but she's ruled it out for her life, basically. And so when she attempts to go and have a conversation with him about it, he's done. He doesn't want to have a conversation with her. And I'm just like, girl, pack your up and leave. Pack your stuff up and leave. You don't have to stay with this man. And if she is as wealthy, and as put together as she is, why would she get off her throne to come down to him? Like, I don't understand. It's something really shady about this couple to me. And I don't know. Y'all let me know down in the comment section, because it's something really, really shady about this particular couple, and I just don't. Thank you so much, Tamika W, for the $1.99 super chat. Jasmine, hair extensions look like a pulley dog. What's a pulley dog? What is that? Thank you so much, Tamika. Thank you, boo. I just don't know. It's just something else that is missing in the storyline, right? We're looking at it, but it's something else that's missing, y'all. And I just don't understand what it is, but something's missing out of this. This girl right here got on my nerve. And I'm thinking to myself, you are beautiful. When you look at Ashley is absolutely beautiful on the outside. But honey, them daggone twists or braids or whatever you got 17 inches of new growth, bitch, at the root. You knew you were going to be on national TV refreshing your hair. Maybe that will help your self-esteem. She has Manuel over here to her house. She is so contradictory to me because she has this man over here at her house. She know that he has 2 children. She know that he lied. She was okay with him lying to come over there and be with her because he had told his family, right, that he was working somewhere. She pressed him out last episode about calling his mother and letting them know that she existed. She is insecure as a mother. Now, she says that she's a witch. She can read everybody's future but her own. She can't read her own future. She doesn't have any foresight on about what's going to happen in her life. Here she is, makes this man contact his mother. She's hyperventilating going to the airport to pick him up. His family, who lives in New York, New Jersey, wherever, okay, his family finds out he's there. He wants to have a conversation with his family. Knowing that she's the nosy bitch that she is, he wants privacy when having this conversation. Now, because he wants privacy and he wants her to turn the Wi-Fi on his phone, she says she picked up the phone to call for him to get a new phone that she's going to be dominating and controlling. Dominating and controlling. She not only knows how to speak Spanish, but she understands it. Bitch, eavesdrop between one of them curtains you got hanging up in the doorways of your home. If you're that insecure, eavesdrop. You ain't got enough of it. Bitch, you don't even have to put a cup at the door. All you got to do is lean in. You got curtains hanging around in your house. Like, come on, Ashley. And I'm sitting there thinking, maybe she sees herself as ugly. Because it looks like she's living in somebody else's house. I don't know what her finances are about, what she has or what she doesn't have, but she just really seems like she doesn't have a lot of finances and all. So anyway, we're looking at her, right? And the family, he wants the phone. So she says he has a nasty attitude. And I was like, he didn't ask for anything that was unreasonable. And he didn't seem like he had an attitude. His whole thing was stop yelling and screaming all the time. When you are have just a little bit of intelligence, you know how to have a constructive disagreement with your partner. You don't have to scream and yell to the roof, tell him that he has an attitude. Anytime somebody tell you got an attitude when you're arguing with them, it's because they have one. You're deflecting. He said that she said the phone would be there in 2 days. He said that's not fast enough. Now you made him call his mama. His mother done called all the family. You gave the phone number to the mother. You realized that the mother gave the phone number to the other family members. They want to check in on him. They want to welcome him to America. But because his family is calling her phone constantly, she's saying, your family is calling me constantly. They just calling me back to back. He said, pick up the phone. So instead of her allowing him to have a conversation with his family members, her black ass turns around and makes him have it on the iPad with her. Insecure. But couldn't she have seen this? We saw her on episode 1 telling some woman about her future. So why she don't know hers? Why doesn't she know how this story is going to end? And it's unfortunate because it seems very faked and contrived. But I just don't understand why she would want to, or why she would allow herself to be painted in this position of an insecure black woman who knows before or knew before he got here that he had family. And because he says that the cousin said that they have many cousins and uncles, now all of a sudden he is there to use her to get to America. If he wanted to get to America, he had the hookup. There's so many stones that have not been turned in her life because it appears she doesn't even have a relationship with his kids, although she knows about them. She doesn't even know, according to her, what her position will be with these children. And I think it's absolutely disgusting. And then she has no discretion. She doesn't have any privacy. She puts all this man's business out there on the street. She calls her sister, sits in a park with a hickey on her neck and talk about the sex is good, but yet and still she's sitting there tearing this man down to her sister and telling her sister, I believe that if we don't get married, he's not going to go back home. Well, guess what? You had to have believed that before, or you don't believe that at all. She said, well, I know that he loves me, but why go and tell your sister all this stuff? See, when you are in a relationship with someone, and you get mad with them, you cannot go and tell your family and your friends everything. Like, you can't, because while you sit and lay in bed with the pillow talk and y'all make up, the family's gonna hold whatever you said. And now here it is, the sister is now suspicious of him. Does he not have a right to have family members who live here in the United States? Do you have to suspect him? If you did, why bring them here? You knew that they were here before. We didn't see him tell her that information. She knew. And so now she's trying to act as if she's questioning whether or not he's legitimately here for her or not. Come on, girl, stop this with this bull crap. I don't know who is writing these scripts, but they absolutely have to do a better job. And somebody needs to get her hair done. Someone needs to get somebody downtown in Newark or wherever she is, honey, and get her hair retwisted. Because, honey, I looked and she had 2 braids on this side that was twisted and hanging on together, bitch. Bald spots. I mean, just the hair growth up at the top. I just was like, are you serious? Sis, you knew you was going to be on TV. You mean to tell me you couldn't get anybody with a rat tail and some gel to tighten that up? You couldn't take some little rubber bands out the beauty supply store, the little black ones, and tighten that up at the roots and kind of twist it all night, get you some eco gel? I mean, is it me? Because I'm thinking, tighten that up. Girl, that doesn't look good. And then your house looks junky and dusty. And I just was like, Ashley is not put together. And she's not an ugly girl. She's just not put together. Like, I don't know if she just don't give a damn about herself or what it is. Maybe she's going through some type of depression. But bitch, get a rat tail and some eco gel. Some guy to be glue or something, and just get, do it with your fingers. Twirl around with your fingers. I don't know how to do, like braiding and stuff like that. But I know enough when I need to touch up. I know when I need to take one of these out and touch up. Sweetie, touch up. And my hair is gray, white. No, it's black, white, and brown. And a dirty blondie brown at that. So I've been keeping twists in my hair. Because I ain't got it to do. You got to know where, where your skills stop and somebody else's start, bitch. Get somebody to freshen that up. It's a shame that this girl is looking like this. And then to have such a nasty attitude. And he is, because his response is not equal to hers, it makes her look even worse, in my opinion. Build your self-esteem up, sis. Do whatever you got to do. Get in the gym. use some moisturizer, like moisturize, like she needs to moisturize. But I mean, it's just, bitch. And stop telling your family your business. Like, ridiculous. Thank you so much, Tamika, for the $1.99 super chat. Ashley and Manuel are Danielle and Johan 2.0. You think so, Tamika? I think they slight years. No, I don't think they the same. Y'all let me know downtown in the chat if y'all think so. Hey, Sean, living life. Sean has been with me for 7 months, y'all. She can't consult the spirits to what's going on. I swear that's the same thing I'm thinking. I never liked her from the jump when she was panicking while driving, endangering everyone on the road. Not a fan of her. Sean, you wrap that up in a nutshell for me, boo. I'm trying to tell you, if you did not wrap that up for me, I can move on to the next nasty ass couple. There's so many things that I could and would say about Nicole. Boo, get a clue and then solve the puzzle. This man don't want you. He just don't. He don't want you. He loves the overhead that you're willing to pay. He loves the hair. He loves the gym. He loves what your money can afford, but he don't want you. You are sitting there. I got to be so careful. I got to tread lightly with this, but I'm just saying. You don't realize that your plastic surgery looks botched. Nicole, it looks botched. It just doesn't look good. Oh, baby. And so that's what that got to come out. Connie, that got to come out. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's all I can do. That's all I can do. Oh, I didn't mean to ban you, Connie. Oh, my God, I banned her. I think I banned her. I didn't mean to ban Connie. Okay, so let me see. No, that wasn't even Connie. That was Caribbean girl. Oh, my God. Y'all got to watch what y'all say in the comments. And I don't know. I don't see my moderator. So I just, oh, my God. Let me take a picture so I can bring her back up. Oh, my God. I'm going to have to type and find you and unban you. Oh, my goodness. Y'all can't put stuff like that in the chat. It's going to get me shut down. Oh, my God. I'll go back and do it later on. Certain things y'all cannot put in my chat. I don't have a moderator. Oh, my God. I didn't mean to ban you, boo. I'm sorry. Nicole had the surgery. She is now Yeah, because I did the wrong person. I don't see Ray Della in here. I don't see her in here at all. At all. At all. Not at all. I hate that. I hate that I did that. I'll bring her back up. God, that's so stressful. I'm just going to have to start making some adjustments because I hate that I did that. It was the wrong person. You can't put stuff in my comments. No, Connie Poodle Mom, you're not banned. I banned Caribbean Gal on accident. And I don't even know if what you said is still in my comment section. Y'all excuse me while I address this administrative issue. Okay, Auntie, get yourself together. Cut the comments off. So anyway, she had the surgery. She is now a woman. But in my opinion, there's certain things that she does that we as women enjoy. So she gets up and she wants him to make love to her. She said the both of them was tired. They got up. And all she's pressing him for is the D. I don't know about y'all, but I am not going to be pressing nobody for the D. I'm just not going to do it. And I'm not going to put myself in a position where I say, if you don't give me the D, 48 hours, we're over. Just not going to do it. Sitting down at the park and playing a game with your guy friend does not read he got somebody else, that he's disinterested. But all the other stuff that he's doing, the handwriting is on the wall. You giving out ultimatums instead of doing what you need to do. Caribbean Gal, I'm so sorry, boo. I am so sorry. Oh, God, Caribbean Girl, I'm so sorry. It was someone else in the comment. They used the P word, the PRE word, which you cannot use on my channel. And I didn't see Ray Della, and I was trying to clean that up, and I accidentally hit you. I am so sorry. Yeah, I got you on accident, but no, it wasn't what you said. I got you on it wasn't you. It wasn't you at all. You didn't say and do anything wrong. I just see it differently from here. And I hit the wrong person. It was moving. And I apologize. I will do better. I'm so sorry, Caribbean gal. I was like, oh my God. This video all jacked up. I'm talking about all kinds of stuff. If you coming for the replay gang, please, I apologize, y'all. I usually don't do this. I usually don't even have to go through this. I apologize that this video is like this, okay? I apologize that I have not been able to stay on course. I apologize. Sometimes it's like that, right, in the lives. So anyway, now that we've gotten that out the way, she wants to be accepted because she's having an issue with the rejection that's coming from him about her private part. That's the best way I could say it. He has made her insecure about that. When she yelled out and said, I used to be a man, that destroyed the relationship for them for years. But I think that Justin realized I really need her money. I need her support. I missed that from her. So they don't hook back up together, right? So now that they don't hook back up together, she still has that issue with, I want him to accept me for who I am. And I want him to want me. And I don't want this area, because that, for Nicole, she transitioned. And so she wants to be accepted as a woman. So for her, she wants redemption and wants him to want her and all of who she is now, if I'm making sense. So she's desperate to have intercourse with him because for her, that's a connection. That's acceptance. That's you see me as a woman. That's you're not ashamed of me. You're not embarrassed of me. That's all of that. But you can't, in my opinion, not disclose who you are. You got to disclose. You don't wait until you get angry at someone to say that. So that was traumatizing for him. But the handwriting is on the wall is that he's not comfortable with who she is. He's not. And it ain't to say that if you hook up with your partner that you have to be up on the ceilings and hanging off the chandeliers. That's not what that is, right? Because I think that as a woman, we understand that we may not even want it. I'm just seeing you. I don't know if I want to be or hanging off the ceilings. I'm okay with it. But it's just a rejection that Nicole felt from him. And then to say that, she has to put this makeup on and it takes an hour and a half to put makeup on. And so she doesn't feel like all of these things, she is, in my opinion, saying, this is what makes me feel like a woman. Well, if that makes you feel like a woman, it's okay. But don't put it on all of us and say that, it takes us an hour. And, he was like, I've met with other women. I've had other women and they haven't had to put all of that makeup on and take that long. And she's like, I'm a makeup artist. You don't know anything about makeup and all this kind of stuff. She just wants to be redeemed. She wants him to make her feel like a woman. And he's not the man to do it. He's not. He is not physically attracted to Nicole. I don't care how much smoke he tries to blow up her butt. That traumatized him. And why he is in a relationship with Nicole, I don't understand. When him and Nicole went to go and get the ice cream and the cotton candy, and the ice cream was on her face, and she's out there in the middle of the street yelling, "Lick it off of me." I just was like, you just want this from him so bad. But this may not be the man who will ever make you feel the way that you want to feel. If I'm with a man who cannot make me feel like a woman, then what the I don't need him to make a decision. I don't need him to give him a 48-hour ultimatum. I don't need to do any of that. You don't know how to treat me the way that I wanted to be treated. I'm out. It's just as simple as that. But for me, maybe it's that simple. For Nicole, Nicole is 47 years old. And you want to be justified, if you will, for lack of a better term, or solidified by Justin. You got to know down in your soul who you are. And can nobody invalidate you? You can't allow one person to have that much. She's saying you with another woman. There was nothing he said or did that made it appear that he was with another woman. Everything he said or did says, I'm uncomfortable with you as a woman. That's what he's doing. He doesn't want her to wear the makeup. That's not about control. That's about how uncomfortable he is. He's not affectionate towards her. But it doesn't mean, Nicole, that you hang everything off this one person. Get your ass back to the hotel room, the apartment, or wherever you are. Pack your bags and leave with your dignity and your respect. He is not the only man in the world, Nicole. You can find somebody else. But this guy is not going to be the one to validate you, boo. He ain't. Because he is wrestling. He sat there in a park, Nicole, in the previous episode, and asked his friend about your beauty. Got up and asked the little old men who were playing chess in the park. Because he sees you differently than you want him to. When she said, I'm going to give you 48 hours, he said, oh, you making a serious, life-changing. Yeah, because all her stuff, her goods that she's coming with are going to be gone. Nicole, you are more than your money. You are more than your money. You got to believe in yourself. Point blank, period. Right. You're right, Patsy. And this Nisa said most men don't like women to wear tons of makeup. Every guy I've ever dated didn't like it. And they will only be certain times that I was working with. You know, there was an episode on Love is Blind. And one of the young ladies on Love is Blind was dating this guy, right? You know, they dating these pods. And his name was TJ. He was a raggedy. And he was dating this young lady. And in the concept is that you meet these people in the pods, you fall in love with them sight unseen. So you take away all the physical, what they look like, their race and all of that kind of stuff. But you can tell, you know, when somebody is, you know, most of the time, especially by your name. She was dating him. Once they propose behind the wall, they have an opportunity to meet one another. When they met one another, he was odd and acting just very odd, wouldn't talk to her, very uncomfortable, all that kind of stuff. One of the things that he said to her was that she had too much makeup on. Instead of him manning up and saying what it is he really needed to say about her, that he was just an awkward mother, he told her that she got makeup on his suit, she wore too much makeup, and he felt like she was fake and phony. Now, while a lot of men do not like, because she said she had false eyelashes on, she was very open with them. And he used it against her to hurt her, to break her down and make her feel like it was her and not him. No, bitch, it was him. He went on to say at the reunion, they asked him, if you saw someone like Taylor, would you approach her in the bar? You know what he said? He said, no, I would get my friends to do it. So that let you know right then and there that the issue wasn't Taylor. The issue was him the whole entire time. But he used the makeup. I want you natural. But do guys really want you natural? Do they? Some do. Some don't. Some men want you dolled up. Some men don't. And that's why you got to be comfortable in your skin. You got to be comfortable and know what you want out of the relationship. And Nicole just wants him to validate her. It's almost like she wants to conquer him. You go make love to me. And you're going to accept me for who I am. And he's not ready to do that. I believe in a preview. He asked if they could bring someone else into the relationship so that they could fulfill her. And he doesn't have to. Nicole, get your bags and leave. Someone will love you for who you are. Should you have disclosed? Mm-hmm. Because maybe it would have turned out different. I don't know. But I think it devastated him the way that you said it. And it appears that sometimes she got a little bit of venom in her tongue. She can say things very nasty. Very nasty. When they were doing the puzzle, which I wouldn't have mind, right? And not all women want to sit in the park and do a puzzle, whatever. She thought that he was questioning her IQ. Why? If I'm doing a puzzle with somebody, I'm not thinking that he has a reason to want to question my IQ or see how smart I am. That would have never crossed my mind. I just would have been like, he a little nerdy. He a little nerdy and he don't have it together. He doesn't want romance out of me. Because if you are going to be doing a picnic basket, you doing a park, I need a picnic basket, a blanket, some wine, and some cheese or something. But he doesn't want that romance with her. He doesn't want to even create an environment around romance. He's the wrong person for Nicole. You can't force a person. You can't force yourself on a person. And as I always say, it's not what a person says, it's what they don't say. Trust me. It's what he's not saying. It ain't never been about what he said. Anyway, y'all, thank you all so much for being here. I want to say shout out to Tamika and shout out to Sean. I apologize again for the confusion that happened. Caribbean Gal, thank you so much for understanding and coming back. Thank you so much for understanding and coming back, boo. I apologize. And I apologize that, I had to address that, but this is live. It doesn't happen all the time. So please forgive me. I love you all so much. And until we meet again, y'all be safe out there in those streets and in the water. Bye, y'all.